Hey everybody, it's Chef Matt with our Chef at Home series from Urist. Today we are going to be making my family's take on pot roast using your slow cooker, which is one of my favorite things to do when you're really busy. So let's go through our list of ingredients. First thing we got here is a 2.5 pound chuck roast. I got a pan we're going to sear this off in. We've got our slow cooker right here. As long as it has a low and high setting, the brand does not matter. We got some all-purpose flour, some celery, some red potatoes, some mushrooms, some baby carrots, 1 yellow onion, some canola oil. I've got a 1.5 cups of water and some salt and pepper. Alright, I love this recipe because it's literally 2 pots. It's just a pan to sear off your beef and your crock pot. It makes the dishes really nice. If you have any of those crock pot liners, you can put in your crock pot. Those things work great too. Saves you a lot of time for cleanup as well. So first thing we're going to do, I got my pan heating up here. And we're just going to season this guy, our roast, with a little salt and pepper on each side. And do the other side. Make sure you got a glove on or washing your hands in between. Now we're going to get the other side. And then once this is seasoned, you're going to want to dredge this in a little bit of flour. Get both sides coated really well. Alright, now that our pan's hot, we're going to do about, I'd say about 2 tablespoons of canola oil in here. Just get that going in the pan. And then we're going to do a nice sear on our roast here on each side. Alright, now while this is going, you can start loading your ingredients into your crock pot. Alright, so first thing, I love this meal because it's very easy. You just load everything in your crock pot. First of all, we got some baby carrots. This is a 2-pound bag, and I'm probably going to use about, I'd say 3/4 pound. Actually, I'll put, this is about half a bag, so that's a whole pound, so you can see in there. We're going to just load these up. Next item I've got some baby potatoes here, fingerling potatoes. If you're going to use regular potatoes, I would dice them up a little bit to make them smaller. These are actually the perfect size, so we're just going to throw all these bad boys in whole. There's a bad one, just kind of check them, make sure they're okay. Alright, we got our potatoes in there. And next we're going to add our onions, mushrooms, and celery. Here's about 5 stalks of celery diced up. You don't have to make them super small. I kind of leave them a little bit chunky here because they come out a lot better in the pot roast cooker that way. Alright, so I flipped my pot roast. I've got a good hard sear on this side, nice crust, nice golden brown, that's what you're going for. We're just going to repeat this on the other side. And once this is done and we got all our veggies in the crock pot, we will add this and start it. Alright, we're just going to roughly chop these onions. I just kind of cut them into thirds this way, thirds that way. This is already cut in third. Alright, I got about 7 big button mushrooms here. I'm just going to kind of cut these guys into quarters like this, or 6. And we'll add these guys to our pot roast mix. All right, so we've got our pot roast, our beef brown on the other side. So we're gonna add this guy on top of all of our vegetables here that are inside of our slow cooker. And I have one of those, just one packet of this onion soup mix. You can use bouillon, veggie soup mix, whatever you guys like for your seasoning. It just needs a little bit of flavoring and stock in there just to kind of help the sauce as the meat and the veggies break down. So I just have that, one of these onion soup mix. This is about 1.5 cups of water, and I'm just going to pour that in and around. Whoops. Get all those goodies out of there that you're paying for. And now, you are ready to start it. If you're going to be gone for a while, you can set it for low. If you're going to be around and you kind of want it a little bit quicker, you can set it for high. I would say this will take about 4.5 hours on high, and probably closer to like 6-7 hours on low. I'm not really sure of the math on it, but I sort of do the formula where if I put it on high for a certain amount of time, I multiply that by about 1.5, and that's what I put it on for low for. So if you're going to be going for work all day and be gone for 8 hours, I would recommend low because high is going to be too much. The nice thing about all this is you can prep everything I just did right here in all these steps. Take your whole slow cooker, put it in the fridge, and have it ready to go. So you can prep this the night before. You get up in the morning, turn on your slow cooker, put that guy in there, set it. You are ready to go. And we will show you the results after that's been cooking down. And through the magic of TV, 4 hours, 5 hours later, we'll see what our results are. All right, we reached the moment of truth. This one, we went about 5 hours, 10 minutes, I think was the final time on this. This was on high. Again, if you do this on low and you go to work all day, I know I said earlier 8 hours, but by the time you drive home and all that kind of stuff, pick up the kids from school, you're looking at like 9-10 hours. This is definitely going to be done. One thing to remember is please don't lift up the lid. This is a slow cooker and it takes a long time to build up the heat. So that's why they all have clear lids. Look in. Do not resist the temptation. It smells great in here. I wish I could share that with you guys. But it is ready to go. I just kind of want to show you what it look like now that it is done. So everything's cooking. We got a potato here. Nice and tender. Nice and tender. Just kind of check my beef here. Just pull them right apart. That's what you're looking for. Flavor's amazing. Hope you guys enjoy.